What's the deal? This y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. DNA. I keep saying DNA, y'all. Rum Nitty versus drugs. This is the thing with both of these dudes. I like Rum Nitty. I like him. I like Rum Nitty. Don Marino, I'm trying to figure out what type of style Don Marino has. And when somebody don't really know what type of style you have, it's kind of hard for me to watch you or even to root for you, because I could tell you still trying to find your style. You know what I mean? So, knowing that the fact that I heard that Rum Nitty and Don Marino was on his card, I know Rum Nitty said that he was taking a break, but then all of a sudden he got announced to battle Don Marino. I could sit here and say, dang, you know, Rum Nitty, like you only took a little break, and like we don't know what people doing as far as how they make their money or whatever. You know, Rum Nitty hopped out of bed and said he felt like battling Don Marino. He felt like battling Don Marino. But man, I have a lot to say about this, man. And then on top of that, when Rum Nitty went against old girl for Kings of Queens, and then when Rum Nitty went against Reed Dollars, I'm like, I think Rum Nitty is really trying to, you know, find himself up in this small room set. I'm like, because it's not hidden the way it's supposed to. And when you punching, you're used to people saying, oh, but it's like when it's not nobody in the room, it don't hit the way it's supposed to. It's like you might gotta keep going. So then when I heard that Rum Nitty was going against Don Marino, I'm just like, well, what is Don Marino gonna say to Rum Nitty? That the simple fact that I don't even know what his style is. I don't know Don Marino like that. And then I'm like, what is Rum Nitty is gonna say to Don Marino? I'm just thinking of a couple of, you know, Don Marino flips, Mexican flips, YUNWX, you know, the typical. So Don Marino starts off by basically saying, approaching Rum Nitty, saying you're on every card. Coming at Rum Nitty as of like, you know, do something like you're supposed to be into, you know, doing like your stock right. You know what I'm saying? Like make like your stock higher. You know what I'm saying? Like make your stock go up here instead of it coming down here. So when Don Marino was doing that to Rum Nitty, and I don't care what y'all say, I don't care, but when a person like Don Marino is going against Rum Nitty and he's trying to tell him what he needs to do, I just look at Don Marino like, well, when you get to that point, if you get there, when you get to that point when everybody like you and you a ticket seller, the fans really, really like F with you, and Smack is gonna constantly keep calling you, you might end up doing the same thing that Rum Nitty is doing. But see, like, you not there yet. So for you to talk to Rum Nitty that way, it just don't really, really hit me like that. It just don't. It don't. So I'm just like, well, so I just told myself, I'm like, this round is beatable. And it was definitely beatable. Because another thing that Don Marino did, he kind of slipped a little bit. And you can't slip with a person like Rum Nitty, because he gonna keep coming at you like that. So Rum Nitty goes the first round. Rum Nitty was doing his thing, but I just felt like the type of style that Rum Nitty had, it was kind of still similar to the Reed Dollars and the Kings of Queens battle. It was still kind of similar to that. But going against Don Marino, I'm like, it's kind of, you know. Now, I was texting like my boy back and forth, because we was watching it live at the same time. He had Don Marino winning round one. Now, I would have to look at this again, but I could have swore I did have Rum Nitty winning round one. And then on top of that, me trying to figure out Don Marino's style and me trying to get like used to how he comes and like what he actually does, Rum Nitty to me was kind of like, was kind of like bullying old boy, and he did the, hitting him on his chest, and I'm like, bro, I know people be liking battle rap to the point where they don't want to mess up certain things, but come on, bro. And to be honest, I don't even really blame Rum Nitty for that like that. But you know what I'm saying? But, but what I will say is that I could look at Don Marino and tell that they could want to do that to somebody. And I'm not saying Rum Nitty is right for doing that. But Rum Nitty was punching, but it was just good enough to edge, you know what I'm saying, Don Marino. It was just good enough to edge Don Marino. And then on top of that, you constantly hitting him up in the chest. Rum Nitty got round one. Round two comes. Oh man, it was bad. He choked bad. Then Rum Nitty telling him to run him back. And then Rum Nitty also saying, this is your shot. Run it back. He tried and he tried. It was bad, bro. Then Rum Nitty had like the split splash bar. It was cool. He had like the split splash, the split splash bar. It was cool. It was cool. And then other than that, Rum Nitty was sticking to doing what he was doing, went bar for bar, and to the point where he too old, to me, too old, Don Marino. Third round, Don Marino decided to still do what he do as far as talking to him again up in the third round. And I'm glad that he took that approach. Because maybe if he probably would have went bar for bar with Rum Nitty, it probably wouldn't have went too good. And I can't say that he wouldn't have got Rum Nitty bar for bar. I know y'all really, really do like Rum Nitty. And I like Rum Nitty too. But I don't know if Don Marino could go bar for bar. Because like I said, I'm still trying to figure out Don Marino. And like when I can't like figure you out and I don't know like what's your point of like how you coming or like what you trying to do, I don't like, it's real, real hard for me to give you that. Yeah, for me to give you your props. It's hard. So at the end of the day, man, I got Rum Nitty winning this battle 3-0. But I will say, this battle was very, 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 like man, like this battle was, whew, man. But I will say this, Rum Nitty, you know what I'm saying, he represent Arizona. He didn't make, like, any type of people, like, that's a real big Rum Nitty fan. He won today. I will say that. But this battle was just... But like I said, the moment when this was announced, Don Marino and Rum Nitty, I kind of had a feeling what Don Marino was going to do. And I already knew what Rum Nitty was going to do. And even like Daniel, like up in like the second round, Rum Nitty did like the hitting on the chest again. Then he bumped him. Then he said, you let bad news diss your dead homie. And when that actually was said, I remember... some dude that's up in like the media, like me, bought this battle up when Bad News said it, and then Don Marino didn't do anything, which was kind of like a little jacked up on Bad News part. But like I said, people probably could like look at Don Marino and they just feel like they could just do anything to Don Marino. You know what I mean? And when Rum Nitty approached him on that, I'm like, you got Rum Nitty out of all people approaching you, and to me it's hidden. And Rum Nitty not even a approacher, like like a angler. It was bad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got Rum Nitty winning 3-0. This was 3-0. 3-0 for real. This is 3-0 for real. Shouts out to Rum Nitty and shouts out to Don Marino. I would never tell nobody to give up or anything like that. Keep doing what you're doing, Don. Gone.